guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Happy PSL guys. If you know, you know. But that is why we are here, because every year, not really this early in the season, I feel. Even Starbucks themselves said that they brought their fall drinks out a bit early this year, but every year, you already know, we pull out the pumpkin spice latte looks, and that is what we are going to be doing today. I have been in search of a good orange, one that is vibrant, shows up beautifully on dark skin. We're gonna see what we can do today. But of course, first we're going to begin with a Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. So yeah, we gonna see if we can actually pull it off today. I'm hoping we can, because I went through all my palettes. I looked at some of the suggestions in the comments of various videos where I discussed needing or wanting a orange toned eyeshadow, and of course having too many palettes. Some I forgot about, and some I didn't even realize had like an orange shadow in them. So we're going in the vault for today's look. But I hope you guys are having a great one. I hope you have already indulged in a fall drink. I had my first one yesterday and it was glorious. Oh good Lord, I didn't put too much there. It's fine. When I tell you it was everything I hoped, it was amazing. The only thing that was missing was the cool, brisk wind and the crunchy leaves falling from the trees. Oh my gosh, I'm like, this is what I have been waiting on. But then my fantasy came to reality because it was like 95 degrees outside. But I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. Fall will be here soon at some point. It's okay. But I hope you guys have had your first drink. I know it's still pretty warm all over. Some areas have gotten a bit of relief, but for those of us who are still burning up, it's coming. Just hold on, just give it a few more weeks, it's coming. So now what I put under my eyes for the color corrector, and I put too much, is Huda Beauty Faux Filter Color Corrector and Papaya. So I normally color correct down here, but given the fact that this is given the Great Pumpkin, I'm just going to pull some of this off using the Makeup Shack T29 brush, and then I'm just gonna bring it down here also. And for foundation, I'm going to use Born This Way by Too Faced. This is in the shade Chai. And to apply it, I will be using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm just going to grab some from my makeup foundation mixing palette. Or tray. Did I say palette? I meant tray. And for concealers, this is one of two. This is by Fenty Beauty. This is the We're Even Hydrating Long Wear Concealer in shade number 410W. This one goes on first to make sure that my under eye is hydrated. And it also helps my makeup not to crease. This one I do let settle in for a few minutes, just because I want all of the things, all of the benefits that they say it's supposed to give. I want all of them. So I'm just going to apply it only to the under eye area because it has so many skincare benefits to help kind of reduce the appearance of inflammation and puffiness in the under eye area, that I use a totally different concealer for like brightening and things of that nature. So we're going to let this one sit for just a few seconds. And then to blend in the concealer, I'm going to use a damp beauty sponge. And next I'm going to apply, also by Too Faced, this is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, Super Coverage in shade Chestnut. This is the newest one that just came out. It says to conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch. I like this concealer. Perfect. And normally my second concealer, I don't let dry down, but this one, we're going to give it a little bit of time since it is super full coverage. And while that is drying down a bit, I'm just going to clean up the bottom of my brows. So off camera, I did apply my brow product, which is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. The shade that I use is 5. Just because I like my brows to be dark. I used to use 4.5, but the Sephora by my house, like at one point they started running out of the 4.5 a lot. So I just moved over to 5, but I use a very light hand so it isn't extremely dark. But yeah, so that's what I applied on my brows. And now also by Benefit, this is the, oh goodness, I've used it for so long, half of the name is gone. This is like their brow duo pencil, where it has the kind of highlight and then also like a bit of a shimmer on one side. I never use the shimmer, not even quite sure why it's there, but I'm going to use this side here to just kind of highlight my underbrow area a little bit. And not too much. I want to be very mindful of how much product we're using. I know there are so many brow trends and brow shapes change from year to year or season to season, but it took me forever to learn how to do these. Like I'm not jumping on all those extra fads, like extra fluffy and untamed and wax brow and pencil thin brow. Like I can't keep up. It's gonna take me too long to learn them. By the time I learn those trends, then we're gonna have moved on to something else. Yeah, I can't keep up with all those trends. Like some trends are okay. You know, it kind of helps to update how you do certain bits of your makeup. But my brows, like leave my brows be. My brows, it took me forever to get to this point. And I only really reached this point once I got them microbladed to kind of know exactly where they are and how to shape them. So yeah. But I like applying this under them because it makes them look sharp and crisp and like you just may have had them waxed or filled in or dyed. So yep, that is that for the brow. So now that our brows are done, we are going to blend out the second concealer. And now I'm going to add some liquid blush. Let's see, which blush do I want to use? Let's use Love by Rare Beauty. This is a very fall appropriate kind of terracotta shade blush. I'm just going to apply it using a blush brush. And then I'm going to back up that blush by using the liquid blush by Juvia's Place in Marigold. So you'll be able to see it once I start applying like all my powders. The blush that started Blushgate. I'm still baffled, like how? How? I mean, yes, it's pigmented, but if you're applying it like a damn clown, what do you expect to get? Clown results. And now I'm going to begin to start setting everything. I'm going to use by Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in Peach Pie. Applying it using what's left of the damp beauty blender. That powder is just amazing. I'm sorry. And I have tons of setting powders, and they're all nice for the most part. I have a few that I was like, yeah, no. So it's sitting in my cabinet and it shall not be used. But this one, it literally melts like butter. I mean, you know this powder is finely milled anytime there is a net. Okay, with extremely tiny holes, and this powder has no problem getting through. Like, I mean, no clumps, no lumps, no nothing. Like, it gets through like the netting is not even there. And yes, the netting annoys me, but the netting is kind of a flex. It lets you know how finely milled their powders are. And to set my entire face, I'm going to use a pressed foundation powder by Juvia's Place. This one is in Burkina. I keep saying I'm gonna go back and get one that's a little bit deeper toned, especially since I've tanned, and yeah, I still haven't did it. But this is what it looks like, and I'm going to apply using my e.l.f. pointed powder brush. And this is just a light dusting all over. I have this song stuck in my head. Oh my goodness, like I'm so, the Starbucks drinks just really have me in my feelings. I was talking to my daughter-in-law and I brought up Starbucks and the drinks because she's like a Starbucks fiend too. And when I brought this song up to her, she's like, yeah, you definitely in the mood for fall. I don't know. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna play like 2 seconds. Hopefully that will not flag me. Okay, hold on, here we go, y'all. play it on my phone.
Just by the window, the autumn leaves.
Okay, that was it. But yes, like that song is stuck in my head. I'm like, bring on fall. If I could live in fall, like just period, that would be amazing. It's the perfect temperature. It's the perfect season for fashion, for movies, for like romantic date nights. Oh, I'm such a sucker for fall. Oh my gosh, and I'm so excited. At any point, it will be here. And now I'm going to apply my bronzer. So I brought out this one. I have not used this bronzer. I'm not quite sure why. This is by Juvia's Place. This is a bronzer duo. It says dark. This is what it looks like. So let's see how this one wears. And if not, of course, I have a backup. And I'm going to apply it using my Sephora Pro bronzer brush in number 80. Okay, so it is pulling on the brush, which is good. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see you. I see you, bronzer. Okay, that's cute. I don't know why this one's been hiding. Probably like all of the other makeup that I'm just now discovering that I own, because I buy too much. And certain makeup just gets set to the side. That's probably what happened with that bronzer, but that bronzer is cute. I'm going to take some P. Louise eyeshadow primer and apply it using my finger. This is in, what is this, number 5. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Huda Beauty Peach Pie just to set the concealer or the eye primer just a little bit. So the palette I'm going to use for today's look, so this one is apparently still available on like second market websites such as like Amazon. So if you guys are in the market for this one, I would definitely look into Amazon. And I'm going to use this shade here, applying it using a Morphe M441 brush, this one here. This is going to serve as my backdrop. Almost the same shade as the eyeshadow primer, at least in the pan it is. And that's that for this one. And now moving on to the next palette. This is also by Huda Beauty. This one is called Love Fest. Now this one is still on the Huda Beauty's website. However, in order to locate it, which was weird, I had to go through Google. So I had to type in Love Fest Huda Beauty into my search. And then when you type it into the search, then that's when an option to actually view it on the Huda Beauty's website appear, and you can actually purchase it through the Huda Beauty's website. But if you go directly to Huda Beauty, because it's technically no longer listed, you will not see it on the website, which I thought was really interesting. But nevertheless, it is still available on the Huda Beauty's website. Just go through Google in order to actually pull it up. So I'm going to use this brown here. And honestly, I'm gonna stick with the same brush, Morphe M441 brush, and apply it to the back of my eye. And we love a good pigment. Do y'all see that? Now I have to shear it out because that's a lot of pigment. Ooh, child. You know what? Some days you just have to put on your big girl panties and do what you gotta do. And today is that day. All right, guys, we're gonna try this again. If you can tell, I have makeup under my eyes and my lips are a little stained. Reason for that is I recorded the rest of this video. I did my little outro, I did the whole thing. Right when I was getting to pull the SD card out of my camera, it said corrupt. I'm like, corrupt? It's did that to me one other time. And I was so devastated when it happened before. I cut my camera off and I was like, I can't do a video right now. Oh, but today, I'm gonna finish this video. So I did not have to redo my base. I simply washed off my eye look. I left the bottom because it's cute, but I washed off my eye makeup and got as much off of my lip as I could. So this is a lesson. When the enemy tries you, maybe you just gotta come back that much harder. And that is the lesson for me today. So we are going to move along. And complete this look. So let me pull back out my Huda Beauty so I can set my lids. I mean, I thought I was done. I'm like, ooh, got that one out the way. I was preparing to make dinner and the whole nine. My camera was like, denied. Try again, and that's okay. Practice makes perfect. I could stand to do it again. I'm going to go back in as the first time, and I'm going to first apply this shadow here. This is pretty much like the all over shade, and again it matches pretty close, if not identical, to the P. Louise eyeshadow primer. This is a Makeup Shack T64 brush, and I'm going to use this brown here, staying with the chocolate brown palette. This one here. And that blends out so pretty. And I'm going to do the same to my inner eye right by the tear duct. So when the camera cut off and was like denied, basically, that wasn't the message, but it could have said it because it did not allow me to upload the second portion of my video. I'm like, huh, okay. Maybe my camera was like, nah, you need to try a different look. So now we're going to do a halo eye, because the first eye wasn't halo. I just found that like so bizarre. Like the first time it did it, I'm like, okay, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe that's why, you know, it didn't save. It's not much wrong you can do if you only use the SD card specifically for recording. It's been formatted to your camera. You've used it dozens of times before. It hasn't been damaged. And then all of a sudden it just decides it wants to cut up on you. But baby, you're gonna have to cut up a little bit hot. Just a little bit hot. And now I'm going to take the Love Fast palette and I'm going to take this orange. Let's apply using our finger to the middle of our halo. And now moving on to my lips, I'm going to take a MAC Chestnut lip liner. And next I'm going to take this matte lipstick by Nars. This is called Tonka. And I'm going to apply that to my lips. Alright guys, so here's the final look. Off camera I applied some Eyelure False Mink lashes. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? For one, I actually happen to like this look better than the first eye look that I had. There's a message in that. Something that my dearly departed mother used to say. God rest her soul. She used to say, Letitia, one monkey don't stop no show. Now I know for a lot of y'all, myself included, you're probably like, what the hell does that mean? That means that when there is one hurdle that is in front of you, you find a way over that hurdle, because that hurdle should not stop you from actually progressing and moving on to the next phase of your life, the next step in your journey, the next hit record. Talking to y'all out there that want to do YouTube or social media, like you're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to have more bumps than smooth surfaces, but you learn to adjust. You learn to get around those humps so that you can actually reach your goal. That's what this look is giving me, because access delayed was not access denied. And today has been a day. It has been a day, but denied access to my joy. So I am so proud of myself for finishing this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it more than I enjoyed making it. But as always, in the description box below, there is going to be a complete list of all the items used to achieve this look. Guys, if you like this video, if you like the message that just so happened to appear out of nowhere at the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share, comment, all the things. And if you have not already subscribed, What are you waiting on? You might as well subscribe now, you're here. And as always, guys, be well, stay safe, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Make sure to check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. Keep trucking, keep pushing. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and on the other side of that hump is going to be progress that is going to help catapult you to the next stage of your life, next phase of your journey, whatever that may be. Do not allow discouragement to hinder your blessings. I like that for myself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.